All right. Hello, hello. We are here again with the Influential Women in Business Conference. We have this every year for the last 9 years, and I'm super excited about it because we have so many women globally from different walks of life in different industries, from product to services, that come on here and they share their story to empower you, to elevate you, to educate you, just to spark something in you to say, I want to go get it. I am the CEO of Market Her Brand. My name is Sunshine Fullerwinder, and I am super excited to have an opportunity to be able to do this every single time, virtually and in person. We have so many things going on in the organization. We have weekly and monthly events and networking events that women can come and connect to. We have coaches that are right here that you can get pretty much connected to any coach that you need to help you get to the next level. So please visit our website, marketherbrand.com, to stay tuned, or either visit our Facebook page, Market Her Brand. Either way, we are super excited to be able to come here every single time and give y'all great content. So without further ado, I am super excited about our upcoming speak, Joy Young. Oh my goodness, this woman is phenomenal. She's going to definitely give y'all a lot of great content, great value that's going to help you go to the next level. Like if you were doubting, are you the woman for the job, or are you ready to go and get it? Well, when you get off of this broadcast with her, she's going to inspire you, motivate you, and encourage you while being able to uplift you to want to go do something great. Okay. So without further ado, I'm going to drop the mic over to you, Joy. And like always, I am super excited that you took time to come onto this broadcast.
Thank you so much, Sunshine. I really love what you're doing here, and I'm so happy to be back again. I mean, you're
Glad to
making a
have you.
difference. You're making a difference in the world, and you're helping the women. Which, for any of you that may have heard me in the past speaking with Sunshine, I've been involved with women's rights all my life. In the 70s, they didn't allow women to work as a ship fitter. I became a ship fitter. They didn't have female captains except for Tugboat Annie, and that was an old story. But I became a captain. I've done a lot of things to the point where my father said, "When are you going to get a woman's job?" And I said, "When they pay women what they pay men." So that's kind of how I went along in life. I was a little bit of a disruptor, I suppose I'd say. First female ship fitter ever putting the hull of the nuclear sub together. So I give myself a little bit of a okay for that one. They gave me a hard time. They did not want me there. My boss tried to get rid of me so hard. But now, what I'm trying to lead up to is through my career, with the bumps and the bruises, they all become lessons later on in life. And you really never know. I mean, I'm no spring chicken, but I'll tell you what, I learn every day. And I'm just going to tell you briefly about my products. From my career as a yacht captain, I learned how to hoist heavy things. And when I started to care for my mother, who was elderly, and I didn't want to put her in a nursing home, but I found out how difficult it was to maneuver her. I had to find something to work. I didn't find it right away because I took care of my husband too, and that reminded me. But after my husband had passed away, I was asleep and I had this dream, and I had a notepad next to my bed. And someone up there decided that I needed to learn how to make this thing. I didn't really know what it was. But the next morning I woke up and I said to my friend, "Hey, you sew, right? Can you help me put this thing together? I don't know exactly what it's all about. I had this dream and I have to do it." And that's when I had my divine intervention of, pardon me, reaching the wrong way, for my patient maneuvering device. This is possible to maneuver up to a 350-pound person with one hand using centrifugal force and inertia to get them on their sides. I went one step further because my mother had Parkinson's and she couldn't get out of bed without rocking back and forth, back and forth. So you reach your arm across and it automatically, with centrifugal force and inertia, helps you get out of the bed. Um, I've found in the way the world is going right now that Big Pharma didn't want me there. So I've been struggling with this for quite a few years. But the way the world is now going, thank you, we will now have honest and forthright people in the world so I can get my product out there that will help prevent other people from having back injuries like myself. I also have a all-inclusive diapering kit. I'm not sure if they could see this here. And it has multiple gloves, wipes, masks, everything you need to tidy up your loved one in a matter of minutes so that their skin doesn't break down. Between both products, we can prevent pneumonia and bed sores. And both of those are the leading causes of premature death. Also, they use a lot of plastic to maneuver patients, and they use it one time in the hospitals and the nursing homes. And that's going into Mother Earth. When someone passes away, a whole month's supply of diapers go into Mother Earth. So I had somebody ask me when I did Million Cups last year, and they were like, well, what is this big deal about Mother Earth? And I said, you don't know? You will soon. Because if we don't start taking care of her, we're going to have some problems. So I worked in these fields just to try to make a pathway for other women. And the one thing that I've learned is women are stronger than we've even been allowed to know. Okay. And I started doing this back in the 70s. Our lives are going in a new direction, and we're all one. And with this oneness, and the fact that right now it's always been the masculine and now divine feminine is coming out. So the divine feminine is rising, and that's giving us permission to be stronger than we have ever been, to not be silent, to share the love and the oneness with everyone around us. We no longer need to be separating humanity if we're all one. And what they want is separatism. We all have one thing in common. We're the light. We're the divine feminine. And it's coming to light now as we have been suppressed for most of our lives in touch with the divine masculine. So that was one thing that I heard the other day. And I'm sorry I had to read it because I couldn't remember it exactly. I hope you don't mind that I looked down. But I came up with a couple other special messages here that I heard someone, and I should have wrote down who said this, but they said, I wonder how far love can take me today. And I thought, wow, that's pretty profound. So I put that on my mirror. So when I get up in the bathroom and I'm brushing my hair, see it and I read it. I wonder how love is going to help me through this day. Instead of rah, 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 the news, the blues, I'm trying to teach myself to never be negative again, which that's, I guess, a double negative, isn't it? Oops. I'm trying to be positive. I'm changing my thought pattern. And that's something that we all need to do. And another thing that I picked up is true power is alignment with yourself. I mean, think about it. Once you have aligned with yourself and you recognize your divine being within yourself, then you can do anything. You can have anything. I've been going against the flow for many, many years, and that was the lesson that I need to learn. And I feel like I'm learning it now. And I hope that some other people can learn this maybe in their 30s and not in their 60s. But yeah, some of us are slow learners, but going with the flow and surrendering have made such a difference in how things are working out in my life. As I said to Sunshine in one of the other talks, I was watching something on TV and it said that you are now going to be having platforms. You are now going to be uh, going places and getting on platforms that you never expected. And on that same day, that's when Sunshine called me or texted me and asked me if I would be a speaker. Have I gone too far? Okay. I didn't know if I had
No,
gone
you're
too far.
perfectly fine.
Okay, I thought I saw. But you'll edit that part, right? Sorry. Let's see some other things that
Oh no, that's perfectly fine.
I had some other things. Another
Let
one
me
was what
let me pause
role
for
of
a second.
action?
I just wanted to ask you a quick question,
Sure.
because a lot of people want to start this journey just like you did. You had something inspire you, then here you are. You came up with a solution for a problem. So let me ask you a question. Whenever you were dealing with, this situation and problem, what was going through your mind? Take us through that experience. To the point that led you, inspired you, and said, "Hey, I need to solve this problem."
Well, I ended out with back surgery. And when I did the presentation for Million Cups, I had to do the research before I got up in front of everyone. And I discovered that 94% of all people that maneuver patients with what they have out there have some form of injury. And 50% of them have serious injury like I had. All I knew is it hurt me at the end of the day. And I said, there has to be a better way. There has to be a way that our first responders and our EMTs and nurses can do their job, love their job, and not be in pain. And when I did the Forbes Riley competition last January or February, I'm not sure which one, the ultimate pitch off competition, we had an actor, Scott Valentine, and I maneuvered him with one hand, got him on the side. I can't wait to get the streaming of this, and they're supposed to release it to us. And his wife, Forbes Riley asked his wife, "Well, why are you crying?" And she said, "Because I would be using that, and I loved my job." And so there's so many people that end out on medication. That's where Big Pharma came in and is blocking me, because if they use my product, they're not going to need the oxycodone. They're not going to need the medications. And I've seen a lot of people that have gone through pain and been on those medications, and some of them have a horrible time getting off of it. So if we can do prevention right up front and prevent someone from injuring themselves, or prevent mom from having to go to the nursing home just because you can't move her, I can maneuver a bariatric patient with one hand. And I have videos on YouTube to show it. But also, I wanted to mention last year I did the Entrepreneur of Impact. Sunshine knows about that.
Mhm.
And I was almost first place in the semifinals. We thought it ended at Pacific's time. So we stopped, or we thought it stopped on Eastern Standard Time. And so we were in first place and it went to Pacific time. So I ended out third place. I'm trying it again this year. So if anyone wants to, it's a free vote per day. Sometimes they have double votes. And if you want to donate, it goes to feeding children at schools and stuff like that. And what I win is a one-on-one with Damon John the Shark, and also $25,000 in Entrepreneur Magazine. The only reason I'm doing it is because I got so close last year that who knows, it just might work this time. And I did get a lot of contacts from it. So I'm glad I remembered to share that.
That's really good. I think one thing I love is the fair fact that you you had a passion, and now what led you to actually being able, like, to actually reach out, to take that step to actually now go reach out and to know exactly which where to go, to go and reach out, like what was those moments like?
Well, I'm more of an introvert, so it's been a little difficult. But when I see, like, I've been to, they have senior centers here over in Sarasota where it's like a daycare. So I went to them and I said, this might be really handy if you have someone that lands on the floor, that you can raise them up off the floor and, get them into a chair. The EMTs have nothing to raise a patient from a seated position. And that's been since 1978 because I needed them to raise me from a seated position. And they didn't have anything. So I told them, well, carry me in a chair. So anyway, mine's kind of like, sort of similar, but it's not wood, it's cloth. But nursing homes, hospitals, if the hospital put one of these under every compromised patient and had just one girl go around the hospital and her only job was to roll the patient, reach over, grab the handle, get them on their side, put a pillow behind them, go to the next patient, reach over, grab them, do the whole floor, go down to the next floor, do it, and then come back an hour later and put everybody on the other side. Hospitals are being fined $5,500 every single day for bed sores and pneumonia. So if they had my product under their patients, they could save a lot of money because for every incident it's 55.50 is what it
Wow.
costs them. So
Wow.
the taxpayers are paying for that. We're paying for that being in the hospital because they're not preventing, they're not doing prevention. And last year, April 26th, the bunch of nurses went in front of the Frist Museum and protested because he owns a lot of private hospitals and they don't have enough staff. You would have enough staff because you don't need three nurses to maneuver one patient with my product. So you would have enough staff and they wouldn't be out because of back injuries or workman's comp because they had the product. So all I'm trying to do is make life a little bit easier for those that have a very difficult job. I don't don't wish to be a caregiver again, but I wish to help them in any way that I could possibly. And I have another device that will be coming out once I get these two launched, which is a stability device because people fall in the bathrooms and the kitchens. And I have
Mhm.
something that will help them so that they can cook dinner or take a shower and it'll be handy. It could even be used up there with anti-gravity. So I think I said that on the last one. So if you want
Yeah,
to,
most definitely. I mean, I love it. I love it. It looks like you're continuing to keep on developing and keep on expanding on trying to meet the needs of that area. Let me ask you a question. Like when we fast forward it, 5 years from now, what are you looking to see as far as happening in your business and even with these products and the overall, how it's going to make it easier for the first responders and all those people that need it?
well, I'm hoping that I've helped everybody and I can sell the business. Exit stage right. I am getting up there and, maybe start doing a little traveling or something.
Or you can join me. Sounds really
No,
good.
I'll work with you. Sure. I love traveling.
There you go. I love it. I love it. We always love when you come onto a broadcast and how you share your inspiration and how you are so devoted. I don't know if y'all have not checked out Joy's Facebook page. Oh my goodness, she has some great videos and demonstrations of how her product works. So it's not just her talking about it. She really has live videos of people and companies actually using her product. Was that easy to actually be able to network with and actually get that connection?
Right.
Was that easy for you to be able to like get that network or that connection? Because I see those videos you have, even with
Well,
the patients and everything.
I have the one video of Christopher Gronkowski, the Gronk
Mhm.
brother, and he was at the Shark Tank reunion last year. So I was able to wrangle him to get that video. Some of the other videos I was able to get at the U.S. Patent and Trade Office during our conference. But I think the story you might be leading to, would that be Maria Magdalena?
Yes.
I have a commercial from this marvelous lady that showed up at my home and said that God told her that she's got to help me. And she didn't know me, and I didn't know her. And I kind of thought she was a little wackadoodle. But it turned out she said she was going to give me money. And so I ran into my room and I get on my phone and I'm texting the girl that helped me sew the product. I said, this lady says she's going to give me money. And then all of a sudden I'm hearing money counted and slammed down on the kitchen counter. And I like, oh, she's giving me money. Well, I mean, I kept the money aside for weeks because I thought she was going to ask for it back. And I never really got anything from God before. So I was caught off guard. But now I realize every time I start to feel like I'm ready to give up, God gives me that one last push.
Mm.
So this was his idea, not mine. I did not wake up in the middle of the night and draw this on the side of my little notepad by my bed. So seriously, people, if you're having dreams about unusual things, we're all starting to get very creative, and do jot them down. If nothing else, share it with a friend if you don't want to do anything with it, because you might have the next best idea out there. I have another idea that I'm just in the shower and I discovered that you can create electricity, water generated. Um, you never know where you're going to come up with your greatest idea. So just be open to it. And yeah, us inventors, we're a little odd, but you know what? We're needed. And, if I can inspire anybody to do the next best thing, do something of service to help others, that's where we all need to go right now. Shine your light and
I
be.
love it. I love it. I love it. You're so inspirational, so motivating. And I think everybody can definitely feel that even through this event. That being said, we know that you have many upcoming events coming up. Besides, if you can share with them some of your upcoming events or some of the things that you also have for people to connect to, your pages, your on social media where they can plug into you, even DM you. If you can share that, I'll be grateful.
Great, thank you. I am on Facebook under Joy Young, uh, because I started it way before I ever started any of this. But my LinkedIn was also under Joy Young, but I made it Joy, Joyz Medical Concepts, and then put my name in because I'd already organically grown that as well. This device here is called the Roll EZ, the capital letter EZ. So I have a Facebook page called the Roll EZ. And on Instagram, I think it's JOYZ Medical. And my website is joyzmedical.com. And I think that's it.
Awesome, awesome. There y'all have it. A great way to get connected with Joy. As you can see, she is a creator, an inventor, and she is doing a marvelous job in being able to make the life of not just first responders, but even people that need her product much easier for them to maneuver. So again, I want to say thank you so much for coming on to the broadcast. Every time you're here, we're so grateful to have you. You bring such joy. So go ahead.
Can I just say, if you see the Entrepreneur of Impact on there and you see a picture of me, please vote. It's free. And that starts March 23rd.
March 23rd. Okay, awesome. There we have it. If you can post inside of our network group, and also I'll post on my page so we can get as many votes for you as possible. My name is Sunshine and Fulham White. I'm the CEO and founder of Market Her Brand, a global women's organization that empower, elevate, educate, and equip women in business, going on 9 years, and we're loving it. And that being said, please plug it into us, like either on social media, any of the women in the organizational network, you could plug into them as well, just because we definitely have one mission and one goal to continue to elevate and continue to inspire and continue to motivate women entrepreneurs and even women that are inspiring to be entrepreneurs to go and make a difference in this world. And we need you to make that difference because no one can be like you. That being said, Joy, do you have anything else that you need to say or want to say before we conclude the broadcast? We definitely love hearing from you.
I'd just like to say, if there is anyone out there that wants to get involved with me, I'm looking for investors, and I'm also looking for salespeople around the country because we'll be selling this nationwide shortly. And since the Chinese aren't sending any parts for the Hoyer lift, and if we have any power outages, this is a handy product to have. There's no hydraulics, no electricity. That's all. Thank you.
Awesome. There you have it. Thank you again, Joy, for coming on to the broadcast. We truly appreciate you, and we look forward to seeing you again. And to all our guests, all those that are just, plugging in, and all those that are going to go back and listen to the replay, we appreciate you, and we're just so glad to have you. We will be looking at all the comments to reply to them. And until next time, we want to say you continue to rise and shine bright in everything that you do. I am your host, Sunshine Fullerminder. And again, thank you, Joy, for attending the broadcast. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Sunshine. I appreciate you as well. God bless.
God bless.